それでは、ダニー・サバテロ選手の、試合前インタビュー始めたいと思います。よろしくお願いします。まず、RIZINの公式から質問です。大会まであと2日となりました。現在の心境を教えてください。
First from RIZIN official. So it's 2 days until the match. How are you feeling right now?
I feel fucking good. You know, I always feel good a couple of days out from a fight. This one specifically, just because it's so big, I'm feeling a little bit better. The weight cut has been good. The mentally, the visually, the physically, I feel just good everywhere. I can't wait to get in there and put on a show for Tokyo. I know these fans are fucking awesome and they're waiting to explode whether they know it or not. I know they've been silent for a lot of these events, these sporting events. They like to stay silent, but I'm going to get them on their feet and I'm going to give them a night that they never forget.
いい感じです。いつも試合数日前というのはいい感じで入っているんで、あと特に今回はビッグな試合ですし、大会ですし、メンタル的にもフィジカル的にも十分準備はできていると思います。で、あと日本のファンはやはり静かというふうには聞いてるんですけども、東京のファンの皆様には本当にエキサイティングな興奮するような、すぐにでも立ち上がって応援したくなるような試合といったものを見せたいというふうに思っています。
Dylan Rush.
Hey, Danny, I just got a quick question for you. In a recent interview with Ken Williams of Ken Chronicles Media, you stated that you take every fight personally, that your opponent is coming after everything you have ever dreamt of. I've heard countless fighters say that their fights aren't personal, it's just business. Do you believe that taking fights personal helps you stay focused or helps you key in on the end goal of becoming a world champion one day?
Well, a lot of fighters say that this isn't personal because a lot of fighters are fucking pussies. I'm not a pussy, so this shit is personal to me. I'm going to be locked inside of a cage where a guy is trying to take away my goals and my dreams, trying to put my head into another galaxy. Yeah, that's going to be a little bit fucking personal to me. So I don't really give a shit about what the other fighters say. I'm not like any of these other fucking fighters. That's why I'm so different. Whether you like me or you don't like me, I don't really give a fuck. That's just how I am. But, you know, that is also another reason why I am very successful is because I have a little different train of thought going on upstairs. And that's kind of the reason why I shine is because this is personal to me. So I'm going to do whatever it takes that I can in this 15 minutes to get the job done, no matter what. And I know that with my preparation at the best gym in the world at American Top Team and all my dedication that I am better than this fucking guy. So, you know, with everything being said, I should go in there and I should fuck this guy up, you know, and I hope this translator is swearing over there to me. So,
質問ですけども、多くのファイターが、これまたビジネスだというふうにインタビューで答えたりするんですけども、あなたの場合はもうパーソナル、個人的にも捉えて、ビジネスではなくてというふうにいつも言ってるんですけども、そういったことに関して、どう思われますか？で、常に、相手が自分をぶっ潰そうとしている、自分のキャリアをもう陥れようとしているような相手に対して、やはり個人的な感情を持たずにはいられません。毎回試合は潰し合いになりますので、自分としては15分間フルで、相手をぶっ潰しに行くという気持ちで毎回戦っています。
Mike?
Danny, actually checking in from Arlington Heights, Illinois. We actually have a few mutual friends. Hearing everything that you're all about and knowing what you're all about. And I know that you're ready to put on a show in Japan. But what is this show in Japan going to do for you to get back to where you know you belong, to get right back into this title picture, and to really one day come out with the thing that we all expect you to have, which is the title?
Yeah, there's a reason why I called off for this fight against Magomed. First off, a lot of people think he's good. He's got a big name. I personally think he sucks. The good thing about this fight is that he's one notch above me in the rankings. So I think after I get this win, I should be fighting for the belt. But one thing that I do is I fight, and I don't like sitting on my ass. You know, I know Patchy and Pettis is not scheduled to fight yet. That's probably because Pettis is milking some bullshit injury like he always fucking does because he doesn't like to fight because he's a pussy. So if that fight does get booked soon, then I think I should be next in line for the title. But I am going to fight after this fight before getting that title shot if that fight doesn't come to fruition for a while. But yeah, I do like this fight. I think it catapults me into the title fight, barring Pettis being a pussy.
One more question for you, Danny, because obviously, you know, like I said, we share the similar hometown background. Where does this all come from? Obviously, I know what you've had to go through and you know, just the journey that you've taken, but no one gets in my way. I'm here to do what I'm here to do. Where does this mindset come from? And really, can you put it into perspective for those who are listening and watch you fight?
Yeah, I don't think I could put it into perspective just because most people are fucking pussies and they just don't get it. You know, a lot of people are out there at their 9-to-5 job. That's just not me. I'm kind of wired a little bit differently. I'm kind of different than everybody else. So I can't really explain it in terms of that. All I can really say is I've been like this my whole life. You know, I wrestled since the age of 4 and I was like this with wrestling. You know, I was always talking shit to my opponents in wrestling. Sometimes I would get thrown out of wrestling gyms. It's just who I am. It's my DNA. It doesn't matter what the fuck I'm doing. If I could be playing foosball and I'd have the same mentality. To me, it's kill or be killed, and you always go for the victory. I'm always trying to win in whatever we do. You know, if we have a thumb war later, I'm going to try my fucking absolute hardest to do that. So it's just being Danny Sabatello, the Italian gangster. That's where everything comes from. And if you're not going for something full steam ahead, then that's just actually crazy to me. You know, people might think I'm a little bit different. People might think I'm a little bit crazy for how hard I go at this shit, but you guys are crazy for me for half-assing shit.
まず2つ質問がありまして、1つは、日本での今回の試合が自分のキャリアの上でどういったふうに生きていくかというふうなことです。で、当然、この試合で、勝って、タイトル戦にまた向けて、戦っていきたいというふうに思っていますけども、相手、マゴメド選手は自分よりランクが上ですので、当然勝てば、タイトルの挑戦のチャンスというのは自然と転がってくるというふうに思っています。で、次のペリスの試合が、まだ組まれてはいないんですけども、彼は弱虫で逃げ回っているという状態なので、こういった状態が続くんであれば、自分がそういったタイトル戦線に名乗りを上げて、ぶっ潰したいというふうに思っています。で、2つの質問なんですけども、どうやってこのような自分のマインドセットになったのかということですけども、自分としては、常に、こういうふうにやってきたんで、どうしてかというのはわかりません。ただ、人とやっぱり違った考え方というのを持っているのは確かなので、ただそれをうまく説明することはできないんですけども、常にやるかやられるかというもう試合はそういうものなので、勝つためにとにかく全力で戦っていく、そういう態度で示していくということになるのかと思います。
ありがとうございます。それでは続いて、鈴木アナ、ご質問はよろしいですか？はい。
じゃあ、一つだけ、すみません。マゴメドフ選手をどうフィニッシュするか教えてください。
How do you finish on, how do you plan on finishing Magomed?
Very brutally. I want to torture him first. You know, I always say that in all my fights. I don't want to give my opponents the easy way out, especially if they've been talking a little bit of trash. I need to punish them for that. I also want to put on a very good show for Tokyo. You know, this is my first time being in Japan, and I absolutely fucking love it. I think other countries can take note of how good this country is ran. But that aside, you know, I don't want to just get in there and end this in a couple seconds. You know, if I do land something and knock him out right away, you know, obviously I'm going to be very happy with that. I'm going to celebrate that. But to me, I do want to torture him in there. I want to hit him with a bunch of strikes. I want to go through a bunch of submissions. I want to get him tired. I want to have him remember when he fights Danny Sabatello, because that'll be the best fighter he'll ever fucking fight. I think that after I get him tired a little bit, after I beat him up some more, I think he's going to break. You know, I went back and I watched some of his fights and he makes some key mistakes. I think he's going to be making a lot of mistakes against me because the margin for error is very slim with me, and I capitalize off of those little mistakes. So I think I'm going to capitalize off the little mistakes throughout the entire fight, beat him up, bash him up, make him have stitches after the fight, and then either submit him or TKO him. I haven't really decided yet. You know, before going to sleep for the past 6 months that I've been waiting for this fucking fight, I have this fight finished in a plethora of ways. I guess we're just going to have to find out Saturday night how I do it, or Sunday evening this time.
とにかく相手をボコボコにしたいというふうに思っていますけども、その前にじわじわと拷問のように攻めていきたいというのが私の考え方です。で、今回、あとは日本のファンの皆様にはいい試合を見せたいというふうに思っています。今回日本は初めてですし、もういろんな街を歩いても本当に素晴らしい国だというふうに思っているんですけども、戦い方としては、ストレートでパンチをいくつか入れて、サブミッションもいくつか決めて、で、相手にミスをさせて、そのミスにつけ込んでじわじわとやっていくと。で、最終的には、TKO かサブミッション と考えてるんですけども、まあ、どういうふうにするかというのはもういくらでもやりようがあると思いますので、まあ、そういったことを常々考えながら、寝て、ベッドにで寝ているというような状況です。
Thank you.
よろしく。
はい。
合格時の松山です。あなたの質問について結構質問が出たので、一点、チームメイトについてお伺いさせてください。堀口恭司選手が今回フライ級のタイトルマッチを戦います。共にアメリカントップチームでファイトキャンプを行ってきたかと思いますけど、ATT でのフライ級での彼の強さをどのように感じていますか？
This is a question about your teammate, Kyoji Horiguchi. Of course, you're on the same team, and as a teammate at ATT, where do you, within the flyweight division, where do you think his superiorities are?
Say that last part again.
Where do you think he's superior to other, fighters in the weight class?
To me, he's the flyweight GOAT. To me, he's the best flyweight on the planet. I've gone with him for years now. Me and Kyoji have been very close. He's actually been in my corner for probably like 4 of my fights when I was first starting. My first 3 fights, he was in my corner. He was videotaping for me right there. So it means a lot to be on the same card as him, but American Top Team, we're a family over there. We're very tight knit where no matter who it is that you're fighting on the same card with, it's pretty special. American Top Team always rolls deep. We always have a bunch of guys on a card just because we are the best gym in the entire fucking world. There is no second place. Everybody else sucks, really, to be honest with you. So it is awesome having him on the same card as me. We've been brothers. We've been teammates. I see that he's going to get the first Bellator flyweight title, which is insane to think about. I'm very excited for him. I'm just as excited for his fight as I am my own. And he's an absolute killer. Anybody that knows him knows how dedicated that guy is and knows his skill set is through the roof. It's going to be a very special night, Saturday night American time, Sunday afternoon Japan time.
彼とは、もうずっとやってきてるんですけども、自分の最初の頃の4試合ほどコーナーにもついてもらいましたし、いろいろとビデオを撮ってもらったりと、そういったのを一緒に見たりというふうにもしてきてました。で、当然彼がフライ級での史上最高の選手であることはもう間違いありません。で、同じ ATT で、もう最高のチームで、やってくれたということは本当に光栄ですし、彼と同じ大会、試合に出られるという意味では本当に自分としては勉強になっています。で、当然初代のベラトルフライ級チャンピオンになるのは間違いありませんし、とにかく彼のスキルっていうのは本当に飛び抜けているというような選手だというふうに思っています。
オリコンさん、ご質問。はい。
オリコンニュース五十嵐です。今、堀口選手の話題になりましたけども、堀口選手が何か日本語を学びましたか？
So have you learned any Japanese from Kyoji?
Not so much. Everybody at the gym kind of speaks a different language, but the one language we all speak is English. So I don't really know too much Japanese. But I'm very much willing to learn. This will not be my last time in Japan. I love this country. I kind of had a feeling I would. For the past couple of years, I've been talking to Kyoji about Japan, and he thinks so highly of it. And I kind of brushed it under the rug, just because I didn't really know. Being here, experiencing it, going for runs on the streets of Tokyo, I love this place. I definitely will be back.
特にこれといったことはないんですけども、アメリカでは当然英語で話しているので、なかなか日本語を習う機会というのはないんですけども、彼から日本のことについて、本当に彼としても日本のことについては本当に素晴らしいというふうに言っているので、そういったことを聞いた上で実際やってきて、ジョギングしたりとかしたんですけども、そういったところで日本の素晴らしさというものを感じることができましたし、今回、最後にはならないと思いますので、また日本にはやっていきたいと思いますので、そういった意味では、今後少しずつ日本語も覚えていけたらなというふうには感じています。
トーク力が魅力の、サバテロ選手ですけども、もし今回の試合で、勝ったら日本のファンに何か叫んでほしい言葉一言あれば教えてください。
So you're pretty vocal, and you have a very nice, interesting attitude. So if you win this match, what would you like to say or scream or shout out to the Japanese fan in the cage?
Well, when I win on Saturday night, American time, Sunday afternoon, Japan time, I will have a little bit of message for the Japanese fans. I've been wanting to say it for some time now, but you're going to have to tune in to watch just to know what that message is.
まあ今度の試合当然勝つんですけども、その時に勝った際には日本のファンの皆さんに向けてのメッセージというものは準備しています。まあただそれがどういったことかというのは当然僕が勝つ試合を見てもらえればというふうに思います。